Greetings, my fellow Narcadians, as I, Talsar, Gelden, Master of the Narcadian Order, and welcome back for more Talsar Plays, The Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Remastered Part 1. I am looking to complete my playthrough of this. Hold on, I need to make a little bit of a correction here to my audio. And also make sure that it is going to be recording audio, unlike last time where I went for like an hour without any game audio. There we go. But my goal for this session is to complete Soul Reaver 1 and then go into Soul Reaver 2.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
Alright, yeah. So it is recording game audio. Now, first thing I need to do first. Now that I have the constrictability from Duma, I'm going to go to the old lair of the Resilium, basically Raziel's old clan. And when I'm there, because there's a section that I can use the constrictability on. I don't think I did that last session. Once I've done that, then I'm going to proceed back to, like I'm heading back towards Duma's area, and go through the, through the sealed door that indicates it belongs to, Mobius' old haunt, where he, where he played at being the Oracle in the original Soul Reaver, well, the original Legacy of Kain game. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the door over here. No biggie. Let me go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Ah, health piece. Not really needed at this point, but you know what? Because it's not likely for me to find the other pieces as well as the other spells before I'm done with this game. And be fairly honest, you don't even need that. You don't need to have the spells to even complete the game. They're actually really superfluous. I'm not entirely sure as to why they were added to the game in the first place, since they're not needed. You know, they're a nice bit of fluff, I suppose, but I have been able to play through this game without ever really using them in combat. Uh, Now, I can only assume that at one point there was a bridge or something that maybe spanned that gap, or maybe a natural land bridge. Missed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Shit, well. I'm not interested in fighting these guys right now. This guy's kind of in my way. I'm gonna go relight this torch. Okay, so using the camera doesn't work. Huh. I guess I gotta keep turning it. Okay, why is it not? There we go. What the fuck? What's up here? Ah, gate room. All right. Take a look at the original graphics of this area. So there's a interesting comparison and contrast between the old and the new. So, how do I make my way through that door? It doesn't seem like any of these are movable. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to do anything. How do you just make sure? Yeah, no, that just goes to gate room. Nothing there. Oh man, those banners really look a lot better as they are. Well, in the new graphics anyway. Maybe these crystals have something to do with it? Kinda hard to aim. No, it's not really aiming. Alright, well, the only thing I can figure to do is just shift. See if this opens up anything. Nope. I'm gonna go back to the gate room. Sometimes there's another hallway you can walk down in these. I remember that happening in one of these gate rooms. No. Alright. No, that didn't change anything. I really do like how psychedelic these colors are in the Spectral Realm. Alright, so there aren't any passageways that opened up, no ledges I can jump. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, I see now. I can only assume these letters, I don't know if these letters have any actual significance or not, but this looks like it's a cubby hole. Alright, got cubby holes for blocks. Great, more block puzzles, yay! Oh. Just when you thought we were done with block puzzles. Well, that's inconvenient. Let me check something here. If I'm a betting man, I think this loops around. And it does. Okay. So, there's 3 slots for blocks over on this end. I know that there are 2 blocks on the other end. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck just hit me. Oh, probably that thing through the wall. I'm surprised it could reach me. Let's see here. Wonder what these murals look like in the original graphics. Pretty badly pixelated. Not surprising. I don't know if that does anything. Alright, so I need to put a block into both those slots. Okay. I think I know how this is supposed to go. Now, I don't know if I can push this through that corpse or not, but we're going to find out. Yep. Okay, there's first part done. As far as block puzzles go, this is perhaps one of the least annoying I've encountered. At least it's fairly straightforward. I was not expecting it to open up those gates. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, yeah, this way I need to go. Oh, that's fucking bullshit. Alright, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna do with you now. Okay. Oh, hello. Have you come to be my dinner? Just donate yourself to my cause. Alright, you and I need to have some words. Oh, that's... There we go. Alright. Let's see what's up here first before I try to spin that. Okay. If I have to guess, this is going to cause this way to close, maybe? I don't know. Am I spinning the right way? This only works in a particular direction? Huh. Well, that was underwhelming. Now what? I need a conduit in order to proceed. There we go. There's one over here. All right. Now there's a. Another one of you guys. Okay, I gotta rotate these so I guess they point towards the middle. Tedious, busy work. Shit. This camera angle isn't working in my favor. Oh. I see. Oh, that's really, that really sums up some graphic imagery, doesn't it? Here we go.
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors. Underneath the facade was Mobius the Time Streamer, sorcerer of the Circle of Nine, a ruthless manipulator with the power to bend time. Since his murder at Kain's hands centuries ago, these caves have stood vacant, though, like Mobius himself, they are rumored to be only a facade for a much larger, more elaborate complex. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
Well, alright, no, I thought maybe that was a clue. It has been a long time since I've been here. Alright, so maybe I have to use my constructability on this now. Aha. I tell you what, I'm not going to miss about this game is that stupid droning noise. I don't know whose idea it was when they were designing the soundtrack for this game to do that. It's fucking annoying.
This, I deduced, must be the man
Wow.
himself.
That is so different.
Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
So it looks like what they did here, they took his character model from Soul Reaver's 2 and the Defiance and used it here for the statue. It just blew it up and changed its texture. Because this is identical to how he appears in later games. Alright, let's see what these do. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what the fuck that did. Okay. Light puzzle. Okay. So, what I need to do here is get the light beam to match the color of the block. By spinning these cubes around the different colored lenses, create the desired color. And then I will go to just rotate the source to a different section and repeat the process. Well, this one just needs red. That's pretty simple to do. This one needs blue, so just go ahead and rotate this right now. Get this done. Now, one thing that I like about this particular puzzle is you need to have a knowledge of color theory and how colors mix in order to solve it. Grant, it's not all that complex, and I wish they had done more than just having to mix two different colors with that set over there. They incorporate like at least 2, maybe 3 blocks you have to mix, you have to rotate to get the right colors. Huh. Didn't realize I had imbued my Reaver with fire. Okay, so this appears to be something similar. Do I rotate these? So I'm guessing each one of these controls each hand of the clock. And that's where, okay, and that's where they need to be facing. So red hand needs to be facing the symbol for Kain. Then blue needs to be facing the symbol for Malkaya. No, Malkaya is the last one. That one is, I can't remember which one that is. All right, so let's go and get started. Now, why Mobius would have this particular block down here with the symbol of the clans on it, who knows? Alright, there's that done. Alright, the yellow hand is all the way over there. It needs to go over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the clan for Raziel, as it matches my cloak. Let's see here. That's, wait a minute, no, that's Duma, Taral, Malkaya. That must be yeah, there's Zyphon. That must be Rahab. Just process of elimination. Okay, Malkaya. Shit. Ah! Shit nuggets. Got those fucking symbols mixed up. There we go. Yeah, these guys are a lot stronger than any of their other cousins, that's for sure. Okay, now what do I do here? He's gonna recover a lot faster too. Alright. I have to rotate these somehow. There we go. Jesse. What's over here? Where does this go? Hmm. Oh. That was a waste of time. That's right, I can't do it. I have to do it here. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Okay, well, at least I have a way back up. Oh, you fucker. I don't have a way to kill you. Alright, so it looks like what I have to do here is push those blocks through. Oh wait, no, shit. Not like this. Using my telekinesis. Oh, okay. Well, damn it. Alright, there we go. Looks like that block will go there. It goes here. That goes here. This is going to have to be rotated. And then this block also going to have to be rotated. Take this with me. Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to do some symbol matching here. Wait a minute. Matching what to what? I do not know. Let's see here. Well, let's see which. They all have the same symbols, right? Let's align them all the same symbol and see what that does. Oops, too far. I don't know why the constructability only works in one direction. It seems kind of dumb. Okay, so I have turned them all to face the same symbol and it didn't do anything. Unless, wait a minute, unless this is not how this is supposed to be pointed. Alright. There has to be some clues around. Oh, wait a minute. Here. Wait a minute. Ah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Z to Holy Hand Grenade. Pi to Triangle, and Crucifix to Yoke. Alright. And then Z to Holy Hand Grenade. Did I already have the other one pointed to the right symbol by accident? I guess I did. I think my fluorescent light next to me is starting to die. I can see it flickering.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
Hmm. Don't know what I did with my spear.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold? This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
I want to go take another look at that door real fast. I'm kind of curious about something. Alright. Okay, yeah, that looks so damn vague under the original graphics. A lot more high fidelity. It kind of makes you wonder. I was curious because I wonder if they had done some. Actually, no, it's not a door, is it? I was wondering if they had done some retro efforts of establishing continuity.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come?
Turn this on, off, rather. I don't think it's really making much of a difference.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
Now, one thing I was wondering, so in the previous vision where we saw, like, supposed final conflict with Kain, and you can see that his emblem was embossed on the floor, I wonder, they had to have actually had built out that room to make that scene. I'm kind of wondering where that room is in the game. Probably not accessible normally. You probably have to use, like, exploits or cheats to get to it. Even the same thing with the aerial scene. That room you never run into either.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
I don't know what I wanted to see, because I don't know why they had the shadow peeking through the floor like that. It's weird. So all of these scenes, except for this one, actually do happen in a way in future games. Pretty much in Legacy of Kain Defiance is where those scenes, a version of them, play out. And when we get to them, I'll point them out. Oh, portal door. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's fill ourselves up here. Is there a conduit in this room I can use? No. Means I have to exit this room to another room that has a conduit. Oh wait, no, there's one right over here. Never mind. I want to make sure that I'm at full health and have my Reaver for my final confrontation with Kain.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We are the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble? Altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Alright. So like before, I gotta try and strike him 3 times before he hits me. And I fucked up immediately. So, what's going to happen is, I strike him, he'll go over here, turn one of these levers, move on to the next level, do the same, and that just repeats until he turns these dials enough times. Alright, Kain, where the fuck are you? Alright. Where the fuck are you gonna appear now? Okay, that's weird. I don't know why I gave me the Reaver back. Oh, it gave me full health. Oh, I think that in the middle did. Do I... Okay. That's wonderful. You can reach me right through the wall. You're over there.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Now, admittedly, as far as boss fight goes, that was rather anticlimactic. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny. Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth. A streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
Well, and that, as they say, was that. That was Kain Soul Reaver 1, the remastered edition. I'm going to go take a little break and I'll be back. And then we are going to look at some of the extra content before moving on to Soul Reaver 2. So, stand by. Alright, so let's go back to the launcher. Let's go take a look at the bonus content to see what we have unlocked before we move on to Soul Reaver 2. So we have some fan art. Okay, different renderings. Pretty good version of Vampire Raziel. That's a Sula. Let's see here. That's Terral, I believe. I think these, if they were like book covers. That's pretty good. Yeah, so you'll be meeting some of these other characters later on, from left to right. shit. Why is his name escaping me right now? Holy shit. Oh, Janos Aldrin, Vorador. Of course, you got Raziel, Ariel in the background, Kain, um, Mortanius, and Mobius, and you got the Elder God in the background. And I'm good. This helmet. Let's see. Is my cursor working? No. So you can see that helmet down in the lower left-hand corner. I'm guessing that's a reference to Malik. Pretty skeletal looking Raziel there. That's pretty wicked. Yeah, I don't that. Oh no, that's for Hob. Never mind. Okay, that's Kain soon after he was turned. Ooh, Raziel, seen better days. Pixel art. Well, that's a pretty good render. Kain's been working out. That's also a really good render. Okay, so we have Blood Omen Kain with Soul Reaver Kain in the background. And the funny thing is, these two have never had a scene like this. Okay, that's a character from Blood Omen 2. So is... Yeah, and so are those. Those are also characters from Blood Omen 2. Cosplay. Admittedly, these characters would be hard to pull off in cosplay. Unless you're doing, like, you know, like a version like that. Concept art. So we got here an aerial view of the Pillars of Nosgoth before the collapse. Okay, this must be like reference pictures they used for things like the textures and whatnot. Alright, so here we can see it's got cleansed marble, corrupted marble. Not sure what. So, okay, over here we have a diagram of the different elemental reavers and how they all tie in. So we have, looks like air, fire, light, dark, earth, and water. Spirit is in the middle. Then up the top, those are the various elements. That will pop up in, well, Silver and Soul Reaver 2. There's subterranean chamber beneath the pillars where you'll see that. And of course, you can see how each one of these pillars and their associated symbols. Some sort of swamp-like area here. Looks like Kain, shortly after he was turned. Oh, that would have been cool to see in the game somewhere. Some bleeding trees. That looks like it's Bordor's mansion in the Termagot. Yeah, the Termagot swamp. That looks like it's you know, it's Aldrin's retreat area. Must be concept art for the Abyss. Okay, human settlement. These are really good images. Mental mirrors, chicken bone, stone. I don't know what that would. Stone would. I don't know what those are for. Those are meant to be hanging figurines somewhere. Okay, that is the Avernus Cathedral. Nuptraptor's Retreat, I believe. Century of the Clans, early exploration, work in progress. A lot of fascinating stuff here. They clearly put in a lot of work into a lot of these images and some of the 3D renders. And it's a shame that most of the stuff never made it into the game. Kain in various dresses and armors. I guess this is must have been early concepts of the Soul Reaver design as they were developing it. Now it was going to appear. Ariel, and of course that's the Elder God. Not sure that's supposed to be. Okay, that's Nuptraptor. Mobius. Malik. I have not a fucking clue. Some undead minions. Oh, these are fucking badass. Oh, those are some wicked looking swords. I don't know what those are for. They're not maybe design ideas for the Soul Reaver, but design for the Soul Reaver was established in the first game. Unless they were thinking of making it look evolved somehow, because you can see the clear motifs here between, serpentine blades, skull for the at the guard, that sort of thing. Man, these are really badass designs there. And that earring, it's not how it actually looks. That must have been an early render. That's an earring that he got from Vordor in the first game. For some reason, he decided to turn it into an earring. Don't know why. He was given that ring to summon him to fight Malik. And there's Melchiah. Rahab. Alright, looking kind of fishy. Taral. No, there's Taral. That's Duma. Xiphon. Raziel. Mobius. The Soul Reaver. And we're gonna hold off on the Server 2 content until we actually do play that. And there's a music player. There's a lot of stuff here. Too much to really go over right now. I'm going to end this recording here, and then I will make a new one for Soul Reaver 2. So stand by.